but that he was testing his disciples. Others say that Jesus was just being human. He's prejudiced just like the rest of us. I believe that this lesson proved that we should not be afraid to ask for what we need. And that Jesus is responsive to being asked for what we need because it's my due season. I often ask the Lord, Lord, why do you put me in position where I actually have to live my sermon? Before I came in here tonight, my spirit was down. But I came in and the way y'all were worshiping, I could not stay where I was. And then God fixed it to where Pastor Carter came in, and the topic given to him was, just when you thought you lost it all. And then he put a twist to it and he said, just when you thought you lost it all, you better get up and do something. This Syrophoenician woman had no name. Jesus had been healing and teaching. He fed the multitude of 5,000. He had been debating with the religious leaders. He came to a totally pagan, Gentile area to get away from everything and everyone. He was there for a break. He was not there to teach. He was not there to heal, nor did he want to fight anyone. No one knew him there. He thought that he would sneak in, get some rest, and sneak back out. But we're talking about Jesus. Since Jesus was trying to stay incognito, we don't know how this woman found out that he was in the neighborhood. If I had to use my sanctified mind, I would say that through the grapevine, it was said, Jesus is in the house. She found out that this great healer was in town. And so she decided to act. Do something. If she had a husband, his name is not mentioned. But this mother acted on her own. She went to the house where Jesus was keeping a low profile. And the scripture says that she fell at his feet and begged him to heal her daughter. We expect that Jesus would act immediately. We expect him to get up and go with this woman to her daughter as he did with Jairus in the previous chapter. This woman had no right to ask Jesus for anything, much less heal her daughter. She's not a Jew. She did not say that I'm going to follow you, and she did not say that she was going to change her lifestyle. A woman alone in this society. She should not even be approaching a strange group of men at all. She doesn't even ask nicely, and she was not polite. She shouted unto him. When the disciples heard her, they said, tell her to get lost. Tell her to shut up. Jesus just ignores her. But the woman, I imagine, got loud. You got to do something. Release, because it's my due season. She doesn't give up. She refused to give up, and she refused to give in. The question, how hard would that be for you to hold your ground when a large group of people who are stronger than you don't want you to say a word? Of course, the Syrophoenician woman had a strong motivation as a mother to do something. She's not the only outsider or foreigner in the gospel to go after Jesus for healing or teaching. the night, or the Roman centurion, or the woman with the flow of blood who touches Jesus' robe, or the blind man who cried out from the side of the road. And Jesus answers all of them, for they were really saying, release, this is my season. The Syrophoenician woman's cry is a cry for grace and a cry for mercy. In spite of his silence, this woman refused to be silent. She refused to be dominated. She's desperate and she wants her daughter healed. Sometimes you have to get desperate enough to go after what you want. What we expect does not happen. Instead, Jesus told the woman, it is not right to throw the children's bread to the dogs. At this point, if you're honest with yourself, our jaws drop and we wonder what happened to Jesus. Jesus actually called this woman a dog. Fighting words for sure. But the woman is quick with it. She allows the insult. Thank you, honey. She allows the insult to slide over her back. And with an incisive response, she said, yes, but even the dogs get to lick the crumbs from the master's table. In other words, if you gotta call me a dog for my daughter to be here, so it is. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna fight on because this is my season. So you may as well release the healing. A Greek woman comes into a public place and asks a Jew to do for her what no one else could. In the encounter with the Syrophoenician woman, Jesus is challenged because she has positioned herself face to face with Jesus. She entered his personal space. You can't tell me where I can't go or what I can't do when I'm serving Jesus. You can't tell me who I am and who I'm not when I'm serving Jesus. God is God, and he's no respecter of persons. So daring and self-assertive, this woman breaks the boundaries of gender, of culture, and she speaks for her daughter who cannot speak for herself. This woman has a need, a desperate need to have her daughter healed. Jesus had a mission to heal, restore, forgive, and so she cries out, release, for this is my season. I love this Syrophoenician woman because she sits on the border of California and Mexico, holding out her baby sister, hoping that one day she nor her sister will be a victim of sex trafficking or even rape. I love this woman because she now lives in the deep shadow of death, watching helplessly as her son or daughter shrivels with HIV, AIDS, and the virus just eating them away. I love this woman because she's a teenage girl who sells her body to pay for food so her brothers and her sisters won't starve. I love this woman because she's the mother battling the prison system because we live in such a corrupt world. I love this woman because she breaks the boundaries of gender. She speaks for those who cannot speak, for those who cannot move, for those who simply just don't have the strength to fight back. Over 2,000 years ago, Jesus gave the Syrophoenician woman space to show us the power of justice. Space so that we can shout, release, it is my due season. He gives her love to show us how to reclaim our dignity. The story today is a challenge for us to reassess ourselves. Don't be afraid to ask God for what you need. Even if you feel, when they said, Jesus, tell her, she got loud. Sometimes you got to get loud. Sometimes you got to let them know who you praise. Sometimes you got to tell them that my God, He is the King of Kings and He is the Lord of Lords. Sometimes you got to get way down and you got to come back up like you just crazy and let them know that my God, He said, I will never leave you and I will never ever forsake you. He said, I am the great provider. He said, I am the great I am. So sometimes you have just got to get crazy and shout like you got no sense at all, because I got no sense when it comes to my God. My God has been too good to me. When I thought that I was nowhere, He picked me up, turned me around, set my foot on solid ground. How can I not but praise Him? Revival time. Revival time. Revival time really is for us to encourage ourselves. That's what revival time is. And the theme scripture says, do not get weary. Do not get weary. Don't get tired. Don't give up. If you got to lay down, take you a couple real good breaths.